and this is a Bluetooth scanning and penetration program. Actually, yeah. So I was already running it. I'm going to clear out the MAC address I found from my cell phone. So this Guardian, named after a character from Big Trouble in Little Chinatown, it's a little eyeball monster, and the purpose of the program is to automatically scan an area continuously, pair and connect with available Bluetooth devices. And it runs everything in screen, so, well, except for like one script. But you have scan.sh, macchecker.sh, and pairmaster.sh, and they are running currently, so we can see what they're doing. So screen R scan shows us that the scan is on, so this thing is currently picking up devices. So I'm going to detach from that. I'll do screen Mac checker. Now it's monitoring for new Mac information. So we're gonna make my phone discoverable here, and it'll take a moment for it to. It'll take a moment for my phone to get to the Bluetooth, but this program will pick it up very quickly once it does. Yeah, there. So it got new information. This is the phone's MAC address. It's making a record. It puts it in a text file, and now it's going back to monitoring for new MAC information from the scanner. So it monitors what the scanner is doing. So we're going to go quit out of that, and we'll check out the next script, which is, excuse me, pairmaster. And that's currently trying to pair with my phone. It accepts the passkey automatically. I have it set. I have Bluetooth CTL set to. I renamed it to Wilmington University Wireless Terms of Service, because I figured if you're at Wilmington University and this repeatedly pops up on your screen, like see if I hit cancel, you can see what happens. It just connects again. I hit cancel, and it just immediately comes back up. So I have it set to do 10. You could do it however many times you want. Infinite times, 10 times is what I'm doing. The idea is you don't want it to, because I only have one Bluetooth device on this Raspberry, then if you're pairing, you're not scanning. So if this got stuck pairing with something forever, it would never scan and never find anything new again. So that's the logic there. However, I did build the program with multiple Bluetooth dongles in mind, so you could have scanning run continuously. Also, what you see there is it times out after 30 seconds. The phone will just, if you don't accept, it'll fail, and then it'll try. My program will try again, and then if on the phone I'll click again in 30 seconds, it'll fail again. I think that's just the phone's phone doing that. So anyway, if I click OK, and you can see it sees here. No. Pairing successful. Yep. So the pairing was successful. So then it issues the command connect to the Mac, and then it connects connection successful. And if it sees connection successful, I just have the program exit, and then it moves on to the next MAC address, which I don't have any other Bluetooth addresses in range. So the idea is that it connects, pairs then connects, and then you can have it automatically. If you wanted, it wouldn't be hard to just call a program like an exploit, a payload, something from Metasploit to automatically run when you see this, like connection successful, this text here. You could then run it on that Mac, and you'd be paired, and the device would be paired and connected, and the device would be much more vulnerable. So the idea of this is to scan an area for vulnerable devices, but also to pair with them, make a record of that, so that if you want to later, like for example my phone, if I pair with it, and now I disconnect from it, then I can go back. If this phone's in my pocket, as long as the Bluetooth's on, if it's not paired with anything else, it's not connected to anything else, because it can be paired with multiple devices, but it can only connect to one at a time. So if it's not connected to anything and the pair is still there, like the phone, like if the person doesn't go in there and manually unpair it, then it could be in their pocket or in their purse or on their desk or whatever, and you can pair with it. So if you can scan someone, their mobile device, and get in it, then later on you can get in it when they're not using it at all, because they're typically putting it in a discoverable mode for this program to see it in the first place. So they are using it. It's in their hand, or they're pushing a button or something. But then later on, once you're connected, then you can get back in and do whatever you want whenever you want, and provided they're in range and it's still paired, which it may be. So I'll show you some of the script here. We got Mac scan, just opens Bluetooth CTL and says turn on the scanning. Can I spell? Checker.sh. So you got infinite while loop. It checks, it takes the list of Bluetooth devices. It says based on the file size, we're going to make these variables based on the file size. If the new information, or if current, which is the most current information, if the file size is bigger than the old, then run the actual creation of newmax.txt, which PairMaster uses to say, oh, I see something's different in newmax.txt. And so here it'll say if there's a difference. If there's not a difference, do nothing. If there is, then do something. And something is make an array. And I did an array because I said, what if you scan and you have like 5 MAC addresses, then you don't want to just do the first one. You want to do them all. So this will do them all. And it puts one at a time into a for loop, exports it to a variable. Pair.sh isn't the expect script, and that picks up the variable, tries to connect to it. When it's done, it'll go to the next element in the array. If there's no more elements, then it'll quit. And then this will go back to checking to see if newmax has changed. And so you get out of that, and we go to pair.sh, which is what PairMaster calls. And here are the conditions. So you can say if it responds with this text, then you do this. If it responds with this text, then you do this. And it responds with this text, then you do this. So basically everything just says I'm going to do something. I'm going to continue running. If I wanted to exit, like say this is you have to be 9 to meet that, and then 1 more up here. So you'll have a total of 10 pairings before the program will say send exit. And if it sends exit, then it'll say agent unregistered, and then it will quit. So any ones that say send exit, it then picks up agent unregistered next, and then it quits. So there's no timeout set, it just has to meet one of these conditions. And then what you can do to make the program better is you can monitor Bluetooth CTL. You can monitor, if you do screen-r PairMaster, you can see what's going on, you can see the requests of anything paired with, and you can see if it's responding with information that you're not, that's not here, and then you can manually add that. And then it'll automatically connect. And you can do for loops in here. So say if it's like, give me a 4-digit code, you can say, alright, well, I'll send them all. And then connect. You could have it check to see if it's a certain type of Mac, a certain manufacturer. You could say info from Bluetooth CTL. From an info, you'll get information about the type of device. Like it'll say this is a cell phone, or this is this other device. And then you can say, well, if it contains that information, then do this. Respond with this information back. So the more things you connect with, the more you can refine it, the better the program will be. And so that's the basic logic of the program, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed, and thanks.